last video, I think my camera's on. Last video I showed this area here. This is all of the film 60mm, but that is not what we are doing today. Today is a little bit more exciting. An update on the Great Pie Caper. If you don't know what the Great Pie Caper is, it's a 1930s inspired film that I'm planning to create about two buddies influenced by old time characters which you may know. Lauren Hardy, Charlie Chaplin, Charlie Chase, and Harold Lloyd, yeah. About two people, they go on a journey to try and find a cake for his wife, who it's her birthday. I'm developing the script because I know it's a little bit not too good right now, so I hope that gets better. I showed off the Battlestar Galactica film last video. I really do hope to show it sometime, because that'll be really pretty awesome. But let's actually get on with the video. Let's do this. Oh, that hurts. We have got a projector that recently came in down there. I think I have a screwdriver. That should do. Push this back here. I've got a light here, a production light. I'm going full on with this 1930s film. Full on. This projector down here does not work, and we are going to figure out why it does not. Now, my tripod recently broke, so that is why I'm holding the camera so much. Why is my chair so high? Wait, look at this. Look at that. Oh, I need assist. I'm a bit tall. Okay, let's get this down. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. Now I need to set this shit up. So I got this projector here. Sorry if I'm so... looks like I'm so far away. It's because I got my wide angle lens on so you can see everything. It turns on. In fact, I've got this cable here. I installed a new cable into the fixing workbench. So you've got now one to test out projectors with. This is the most generic cable I have, so I know it will work with everything. Plug that in there. And what we can see is when we get a projector in, there's a few things to test out. First of all, you've got to see if it turns on. Second of all, you've got to see if it rewinds and goes forward. And you've also got to see if, like, there's anything broken with it. If these two spin, if they don't spin, why don't they spin, and how we can fix that. So, first of all, I'm going to turn it on. That might be step one. So you can hear it's making a funny noise. That could be due to one of the gears not spinning on the worm gear properly. But okay, we're going backwards and it works perfectly fine. So that could be because one side of the worm gear is like snapped off. I have sometimes a problem with that, but as you can see, this, if I spin that back, it's sort of worm gear, not worm gear. So we can fix that if we switch it to 8mm. Because you can see it moves on here a little bit. Very tiny bit. Okay. So you could decrease the speed of the film. Adjust the frame. I can see a picture coming through there. Don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Probably now you can. Yeah. Oh, I just moved the dehumidifier out of the way. It's so tricky to move this chair. So I actually have already looked in this a while back, because I haven't done a film room thing in a while. There's literally only one screw holding it in place. The worm gear wasn't looking in its best. There was half of it missing, and the the drive belt is also not on there. So I replaced it with a new one, and it seems to be working all right. It's my spare one for the other projector that we fixed another time. I don't think I actually showed us fixing it. I also made a lamp. I know, crazy. I made a lamp out of a projector. Awesome. So here we go. Make sure not to touch anything inside. If it's on, we've got it off, so we're fine. And I'm going to move you forward a bit more. We'll do that and move the camera like that. You may not be able to see me, but now you can at least see the projector. These wires, you don't need to worry about any of the wires, because no one's advanced enough to know that at a stage like this. All you've got to know, spinny goes spin, pulls the belt, that goes like that. This then pulls the worm gear. The worm gear spins because of this, as you can see, worm gear's moving. Worm gear moves and causes this gear to spin, which then also causes this up here to move. Now, you'd be like, oh, what's the problem then? Well, look at the worm gear. I don't know if you can see it properly, but that, it's snapped sort of in half. We are very lucky because these types of worm gears are easy to get off. Now, I'm not too sure about this here. These are, might be a pain, might not be a pain, because in order to get the worm gear off, you need to get this off. But it's good you can't get these off easily though, otherwise it would be too good. So we'll take the worm gear thing. I don't have the right screwdriver. This is funny. This is a little box of everything that's technically gone wrong and stuff I need to fix. That's quite hilarious. But we'll talk about this for now. Yeah, I need a different screwdriver. That looks like that has already been done in, and that's not coming out. And that's like that. I don't notice anything else wrong with the projector. The bulb seems fairly new, and this seems to be working completely fine. Does seem to be a little bit of dust, but that's obviously expected in old projectors like this. I actually got this off of my grandparents' friend, and he was like, hey, can you look at this? If you fix it, just keep it, but like, I don't mind, la la la. And as you can see, instead of fixing this today, then we'll fix it another day. But you can sort of see how the frame adjustment works. So this is the frame adjustment I'm doing right now down here. And as you can see, what it's doing is it's pulling this up and down, or out and in, as you see. I don't know how this works. So here we have down here the speed adjustment. Yep, speed adjustment down here, affecting this thing down right there. Now I believe that I'll just have a piece of copper and then some wires around to... Technology like this is awesome. It's fantastic. And then here, we just got the normal switch. You see there? That's switching between fast forward and not. So if we turn this on, actually, I'm going to be super safe, and I suggest anyone else to be super safe when doing this, when it's undone like this as well. Okay. We get to see the inside of the projector while it's running. You see that? Now you can see it's not spinning, it spins for a little bit. This works perfectly fine because the right side is on. And you see the bulb's working completely alright. And then if I change the speed, you see down there, so you got this going round. Now that is making this up here spin so it can reverse. Speeding that up. As you see, everything works fine, it just needs to replace a worm gear. And if you actually are wondering what this whole rotary thing is right here, this here is sort of the shutter. Projectors like these, I think, would work at 24 frames. But let's say you're going anywhere faster, or it's a sound projector where you actually need that current 24 frames per second instantly, like always. That needs to keep moving at that, and that's why it's got 3 little things here to sort of act as the shutter. That is the shutter. That's why the people call it the flick sometimes. Very cool video. Thank you for watching, and I was nervous for a second. I needed to check I was actually recording, but I've got a little shout out to do, or not a shout out, but because not many people watch these videos anyway. Okay, Riley Owen, hello. If you want to talk about films with me, this is to everyone else as well. I've created a Discord, technically film lovers, a Discord for everyone to contact via. Anyone that likes silent films, short films, any type of films, mainly classics though, feel free to join. Really do feel free to join. And that's just coming off at the front. It's not good. Have to fix that sometime. Yeah, but just join. I specifically sent Riley Owen my email to contact via to talk about films, but the Discord is open. It's in the description. Please go check it out if you like films. If you're here for my videos on gaming, you're in for a treat, because we only do gaming videos once a week on Saturday, and that is only due because it costs a lot of time and editing to do that, and for me to come up with the idea. I've seen a few people reference me to the Angry Video Game Nerd, which is quite funny because I watched his videos ages back and I didn't really think I was doing much of him, but then I watched him, I was like, hold on a second, I gotta dial this back because it feels like I'm copying him. First of all, you got the old looking film look, the old tape, because it was recorded on a mini DV most probably. Then you've got the music, the style, the everything. I need to dial that back, and I will. So thanks for people pointing that out. I don't know if that was a compliment or just, hey, watch out, bud, you're copying someone else. But oh, sorry, yeah, my bad. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me try to have a look at Projector. We couldn't fix it in the end because I got the wrong screwdriver. But yeah, cheers.